Well, hello, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. I'm back, back home. But I tell you, everybody, my plans for being able to watch and record and get all these things done in Dubai, well, that didn't work. For one, I have business meetings every day from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then I was back on a plane Tuesday. But one thing I did have to do was because I couldn't look at any of my usual apps, even on a VPN. So excuse me, I still got this cough, and now with all this jet lag. Ugh. But anyway, um, I had to rely on YouTubers, their full episodes. Well, one thing about The Young and the Restless, the one video I did get to record, I said Tuesday, May 9th. That's because that's what the YouTuber had it labeled as. It's actually the 10th. And I'm not going to re-record my voice. I just changed it in the description that it was Tuesday the 10th. I mean, Wednesday the 10th. Today's episode I am doing right now is for Monday, May 9th. Monday, May 9th. I won't get back to my side panel pictures until next week because I'm still suffering from jet lag and I'm trying to make up the videos that I missed. So I'm just bare bones in it, everybody, bare bones in it. Well, listen, we had Nate, after Neil's memorial, went to Crimson Light. Elena was at their penthouse apartment, breaking pictures, you know, upset. She's packing her bag, and Nate's talking to Sharon, because that's Sharon's office. She pretty much should have hung a sign up saying, hey, psychiatrist is in session. And he's talking all around about things, but how he's messed things up pretty much. It can't be repaired. And she's trying to give him some advice, but, Nate's never going to tell what he did, and who would? I mean, realistically, did Devon going around telling what he did to Hillary? No. I mean, not Hillary, Amanda. So no, you don't tell. But anyway, Sharon tried to comfort him, and actually not even comfort, just give him words of encouragement. We've got Ashley, the broken record Ashley, telling Diane she and Jack need to just go get a place of their own. And I'm like, Ashley, wouldn't it make more sense for you and Tucker to go get a place on your own? Hello? And they're like, Diane's like, well, for one, there's this. And she throws her leg up on the coffee table with the ankle monitor on it. And Ashley's looking like, what? And Diane's like, yep, I can't leave the grounds. And Ashley's like, you gotta be kidding me. And then she's going on and on and on about what you're doing to Summer and how dare you guys, you are accused of killing her mother. And now she has to see you every day. Now, the funny thing is, if Phyllis wasn't really alive, that would be unbearable to Summer. Unbearable. Because remember, before Phyllis showed herself, Summer was following the evidence like everybody else and blaming Diane. If now for Diane to be back in the house, that wouldn't have been right. Matter of fact, Diane and Jack need to go to live in the pool house. But anyway, need to go stay in the pool house. But that comes up a little bit later today. So anyway, Daniel meets Summer at the same, her spot in the park, because it's her spot now. And he's telling her, no, we can't let this go like this. We have to come clean. And she's like, no, we can't do it without a plan. And he's like, Summer, how do you lie to people like that? I can't do it, And so they end up, of course, definitely not agreeing, period, because Summer's not having it. And Daniel's like, look, it ain't staying like the way this is, right? And one thing we find out later, when Daniel comes back to his place, he gets a phone call from an unknown caller, and we believe it's Phyllis, talking, not talking to him, just listening. And now she knows, he knows. And he goes, don't get mad at Summer, for telling me. She had to. And, Mom, look, I know this is, this is you, and I'm happy you're alive. I'm happy, right? But he says it's so unfair for Summer to be put in this middle position. It is so unfair. And so he's like, just come home so we can figure this whole thing out. And she ends up hanging up, right? Because he pleads with her to please come back. Please come back. So now Elena leaves, she and Nate's apartment, and she goes to society because Mariah is picking up takeout after Neil's event. And Mariah says, how come I didn't see you at the party? And Elena's looking, party? What party? Nate didn't tell you? It was a celebration for Neil. And Elena looked and she goes, Nate was there? She said, yeah. So Nate, Lily, and Devon were together. And Mariah said, yep, no bloodshed, no incidents. And Elena was kind of like, go figure, wow. But no, Nate didn't tell me, even though she would not have been in the headspace to go. But she may have wanted to support Neil. She honestly may have, because now that I think about it, was she and Devon together at that time? Y&R Daily Recap, folks. When Neil died, who was with Devon? Was it Elena? I don't know. I don't know if Elena was with him or were they together? Because maybe the whole Elena, her Uncle Jet, and Anna was later. That might be later. But anyway, so she ended up telling Mariah that, she and Nate, they aren't speaking to each other. They are on speaking terms. And Mariah's like, wow. And so she, of course, doesn't put their business in the street either, just that, the only thing important to Nate is power. Power. Nothing else matters. And that she can't deal with that. That's not what she's about, right? So Mariah was like, well, she was kind of sorry to hear that, and pretty much letting Elena talk. And now we get back to the house, the Abbott house. Ashley's still going off, and Tucker's finding it kind of amusing. He's just, hey, right? Summer walks in as Ashley's talking about how unfair, again, this is to Summer. And Kyle finally has to yell, look, enough, and Summer's just looking as distraught as she has been for weeks. And Ashley just sincerely apologizes, period, for Summer hearing that. And I'm thinking, well, Ashley, you've been arguing with Jack for a long time. Summer's been upstairs, period, right? So Kyle ends up telling them that, this is supposed to be a safe space for Summer, and it is not. So he and Summer and Harrison were going to move into the pool house. We're going to move into the Abbott pool house so Summer can have a safe space. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. I didn't know the pool house had more than one room, or maybe just he and Summer would be in the pool house. Harrison could stay in his room, because really, they don't sleep in the same bedroom now. It's just kind of like the pool house is, well, no, they were talking about taking Harrison to the pool house because they mentioned that it would be like a picnic, going camping for him. So of course this pool house is probably bigger than it ever wanted to be. Okay, so it's got rooms now in the pool house. But Summer didn't really, she thanked Kyle for being protective of her, because he wants to tell Harrison that Phyllis is dead. And she's like, no. And I'm thinking, I'm glad you don't go that route, girl. Telling that little boy. See, because that's what Diane did to Kyle. So no, he goes, well, he handled it when we told him about Ashley. And she goes, this is different, Kyle. You have to respect my wishes. I don't want Harrison told. Not yet. I can't. And he goes, okay, I'll take your lead on it. I'll take your lead on it. But we do need to tell Harrison about Diane, that Diane is back. And I'm thinking, now look, Diane has been released for how many hours? Hours. And you mean to tell me they haven't gone upstairs and seen that little boy? Because remember, that's how she got into their lives, constantly showing up to the house. I have a little gift for Harrison. I thought he'd like it. I just can I come and just read Harrison a story? Can't get enough of that little man. Can I take Harrison? Well, she can't take him to the park now. But I mean, all the things, I just like watching him play. You mean to tell me all this time, these hours, she hasn't gone and hugged and kissed and nope, not at all. And I thought, yeah, there we go. That's how business, that's how real business is done. There you go. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's where they left off on Monday. You know, slow movement. Young and the Restless is always a slow movement, but I'm gonna catch up the rest of the week. You know, I'm gonna try to get in. I'll get for sure another Young and the Restless in today, if not two more. But I still got my General Hospital ones as well. I was able to do a few General Hospitals, but I still got a lot of catch up, y'all. So anyway, that was it for Monday, May the 9th, 2023. I'll be back.